Even though the first digital camera was made in 1975, through different techniques, we've actually been able to take photographs for nearly 200 years now, with the most popular technique being by film. It's really hard to explain, but film has such a unique look that's so distinguishable and gives us this overwhelming feeling of nostalgia, and it's a look that you really just can't achieve with a digital camera. Or can you? Well, whether you shoot video or pictures, today I'm going to be showing you how you can achieve that classic film look with your digital camera. But before we do that, let's take a look at what we're trying to achieve. So how did I do it? Well, it's actually through a plugin that I've been using recently called Dehancer. Dehancer is great because it doesn't matter whether you use Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Photoshop, Lightroom, After Effects, and actually quite a few others, including a mobile app, which we'll come to in just a minute. So honestly, the easiest thing to do would just be to show you how it works. So let's take a look. All right, cool. So we're in DaVinci. This is the program that I use to edit my videos. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just grab the clip that you want to color grade. Now get ready to do the easiest color grading you've ever done in your life. So here's the clip that I've decided to use here. It's just some slow-mo 4K footage. So the first thing you're going to want to do if you're using DaVinci is come over to the color tab and under the effects library, scroll all the way to the bottom until we get to Dehancer Pro. And simply just drag that over to your node, and boom, you'll notice straight away that our footage has turned to this bluey kind of grainy color. The reason why it's done that is because the film profile has already been set up. So this section here, this is where we get all of our different film presets. Take a look at how many there are. The list just keeps going and going and going. And every preset in here has been made to replicate the film that it's been named after. So Dehancer in Lightroom is going to be very popular when it comes to photographers. Now I've got a portrait here that I took a little while ago that we're going to be running through Dehancer. All we need to do is right click, edit in, and edit in Dehancer Lightroom. Then this is actually going to open up a separate window altogether. It's like a whole new editing program by itself. And again, we get all our different presets that we can run through for all these different film profiles. Now, the amazing thing about the Lightroom version is that these aren't just presets that you can download. This comes with its own entire editing system. All of these settings that you can see on the right-hand side here, 99% of these, they're not in your normal Lightroom. These settings are going to be affecting how the film looks on your image. So for this portrait, I've gone for Fuji Chrome Velvia 50, which when we look at the before and after, we can really see the differences that it's making to our image here. First of all, we can see how much film grain has been added. If we look around the arms and around the fingers, the preset has actually added in its own defringing that, again, you can't do in Lightroom. You can't add in this specific color of defringing, but it makes the world of a difference when we're trying to go for that classic film look. Now, if you're a photographer that's always on the go, they've got an app, and honestly, it's just as good as the desktop version. So let's take a look. So as you would expect, you just go to the app and find a photo that you want to edit. Now, here's a few photos that I took from my recent camping trip that I did recently. I think this one will do very nicely. Now, instantly, as soon as we put the image in, we're given a preset. Just like the Lightroom version, we get a lot of different presets that we can work with, and all we have to do is tap on whichever one we like. Let's just go for this one here, and then make our way over to the edit section. There are so many different edits that we could make to this image that I simply just don't have the time to show them all. I just find it incredible that within literally 5 seconds of loading the app, we've gone from this kind of bland image here that really needed some tweaking. Boom. This is without any additional edits on top. This is just with the preset being applied, and we've already got this epic image that you could easily get away with telling someone, I took this on a 35mm camera. So here's another cool image that I took from my camping trip that I really want to try out a preset on. So this is what the image looks like raw, and then when we apply the Kodak Ecta 25 preset onto it, we suddenly get that. Again, no additional edits. This is purely from the preset. So this is the real fun part. The team over at Dehancer actually reached out to me, and in return for this video review, which by the way, I am under no contract obligations to say anything good about this software, but in return for this video review, they're actually giving you guys 10% off on any Dehancer product just by using the code MattGPhoto at checkout. So of course, a massive thank you to the guys over at Dehancer for gifting me with this plugin. I'm actually so excited to use it. So my honest review of Dehancer. I love it. I think it's such a great tool to have in my editing space. I am a wedding photographer and I do engagements and family photos, and honestly, I'm probably going to start using these Lightroom presets in my own work. Now don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to dial back on a few of the settings. As you're probably aware, all of the photos and all of the videos, once they've been run through the presets, it adds in quite a lot of grain because that was very popular with film. But to be honest, I'll probably just dial back on the amount of grain that the presets are implementing and maybe just keep the colors. And the thing is, because it's an editing program, I can do that. I can subtract from the presets, I can add to the preset, and I can basically make it my own. But I'm really curious to know as well what you guys think about it. From the clips and the photos that I've shown today, do you think that it replicates film well? Does it give you that sort of nostalgic feel that we feel when we see film images? Or did it just look like something that's trying to replicate it and didn't quite get there? Me personally, I think it nailed it, but somebody else might think something different. So I'd really like to know what you guys thought of the presets. But yeah, thank you again to the Dehancer team for gifting me these plugins. I really can't wait to use them more. But in the meantime, there's plenty more videos that you guys can check out on this channel. And of course, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later.